So reading this book, The Way of the Pilgrim, I've ran across a 6-point lesson on the uses of prayer, the advantages of prayer. And I wanted to share them one at a time with you. So today is going to be the first one. It's important to know, just kind of as a background, that in Christianity, what they call contemplative prayer, what they call meditation, what they call prayer of the heart, what can be called japam in Hinduism, that they're all really the same practice, this constant remembrance of that divine nature of God, and bringing about that ideal in the mind, letting the mind rest on that ideal so it expands, so it grows, so it gets plumbed in its depth. Let's jump in to his first use for prayer. Pray and think what you will. Your thoughts will be purified by prayer. Prayer will give you enlightenment of mind. It will remove and drive away all ill-judged thoughts. This is asserted by St. Gregory the Cyniot. If you wish to drive away thoughts and purify the mind, his counsel is, drive them away by prayer. For nothing can control thought as prayer can. St. John of the Ladder also says about this, overcome the foes in your mind by the name of Jesus. You will find no other weapon than this. Now, to kind of broaden the audience there, the name of Jesus, that's the name of the ideal, your chosen, your Ishta in Hinduism, your chosen ideal. It can be Buddha, it can be Jesus, it can be Rama or Krishna, or any of these ideals, because they bring your mind to the highest understanding, to the highest ideal of humanity, of being, of attaining that perfect human state where you're absolutely real, authentic, where your nature is manifesting, unmuddled by selfishness or by narrow thinking or wrong ideation. And he's saying to fill your mind with that ideal, with the ideal of love. He says, in this case, he's talking about the name of Jesus, but that can also be a name of God in any of his forms or her forms. In the Cloud of Unknowing, which is a Christian thesis on meditation written in the Middle Ages, they say you can choose even a small word like love, just something that encapsulates an ideal. And as you sit and ruminate or repeat that word, each time you say the word, what it represents is invoked in the mind. So that when you say the name of God, then the concept of God is invoked in the mind. And the more time that spends ruminating in the mind, it's like a seed in soil. It puts down a root. It expands. You understand it more deeply. You grow in your knowledge of it. And it fills the corners of your mind with material for thinking about higher things, thinking about beauty, thinking about kindness, thinking about love, unconditioned love, thinking about unselfishness. And so he's saying there that with this practice of praying without ceasing, which is repeating the name of God while you're doing other things, it's not only this practice. You can do it while you're standing in line at the grocery store. You can do it in the bathroom in the morning. You can do it as you shower, as you fall to sleep, as you take your walk in the afternoon, on and on. It's a prayer without ceasing, according to Thessalonians, as you remember. He's saying, do this and be free. That really priming the mind with the name or idea of the highest ideal of God, of the avatar, of the incarnation, is all that's necessary. That doing that faithfully and as constantly and often as possible, you will achieve that enlightenment of mind, clarity of seeing. And the mind won't wander into the areas of selfishness and the things that get us caught up in anxiety and loneliness and depression in the world. That we actually become our thoughts, that which you think you become. And if you're thinking of your highest ideal, by the grace of that ideal, that's what you'll become.